Hi, I'm Whitney with Fareway and Sensible Health, and today I'm going to show you how to make two of my Cinco de Mayo favorites, steak fajitas and a lower calorie margarita. So let's get cooking. We're going to start by making our fajita mix, and I'm going to start by slicing my vegetables. You need 3 bell peppers, any colors you like, and 1 yellow onion. You'll want to go through and push out all the rings, so that way when we cook them, they all cook evenly. Place your vegetables in a large zip top bag and then add your marinade ingredients. For our marinade, we need about a tablespoon of canola oil, a few tablespoons of fresh lime juice, 2 cloves of minced garlic, about a teaspoon of cumin, and some fresh cracked black pepper. And lastly, you want to add some fresh cilantro. So mix this all together and squeeze all the air out. And then set your vegetables aside and we'll get started on the steak. We have about 2 pounds of flank steak here, and we're going to use the same ingredients here that we used on our vegetables. I'm just going to put them on a little bit differently. So again, about 2 cloves of garlic, about a teaspoon of cumin again, and fresh cracked black pepper. And then massage this into your steak so it really soaks up all those flavors. Get another zip top bag and add your flank steak, about a tablespoon of canola oil, a few tablespoons of fresh lime juice, and we're gonna add cilantro here too, but you wanna leave the cilantro in the full sprigs. Let your steak and your vegetables marinate for about 2 hours, but you don't wanna go longer than that because that lime juice is really acidic and it can make your steak a little too mushy. Broil your flank steak for 13 to 18 minutes, turning it halfway through or until the internal temperature reaches 145 degrees. Once your flank steak is finished cooking, you wanna let it rest on your cutting board for about 5 minutes before you slice into it. We're gonna start cooking our vegetables, and you wanna use a pan with a lid here because we want our vegetables to be soft yet charred at the same time. So you wanna cook it over about medium heat. And then so these soften a little bit quicker, we're just gonna add about 1/4 cup of water. So put the lid on and don't peek for about 5 minutes. So all of the water has absorbed from our vegetables, and now we're gonna remove the lid and let these burn for about 5 or 10 minutes. So that way they'll be nice and soft, but have that char on there that we want for that really authentic fajita flavor. While my vegetables are cooking, I need to slice my steak. And to make sure my steak stays as tender as possible, I want to slice against the grain. Our vegetables have a really nice char on them, so our last step is adding our steak to our pan and then let the flavors marry together for about 5 minutes. So our fajitas are all done and we're serving it with some Spanish style rice. But now for the really fun part, we're gonna make a lower calorie margarita, which is gonna be a little bit more like a martini, but we really save on the calories here because a traditional blended margarita has hundreds of calories and ours is virtually calorie free. So I have my shaker about half full of ice, and for 2 drinks, I'm gonna add 2 ounces of tequila, the juice of 2 fresh limes, and I've made some lemonade using the lemonade flavored drink mix that only has 5 calories per serving. So a splash of our lemonade. For your Cinco de Mayo fiesta, you can find all these recipes at Fareway.com. And remember, the most important ingredient in any recipe is family.